Hi guys, this is Dexter's Diary, and I'm Dexter. Um, so this is my first video vlog. That's kind of redundant, but this is my first vlog, yay! And I I wanted to create a space where we can talk about pain. Um, I've been looking at different platforms and trying to find something that really resonates and really talks about what we as people of color, as women, as men go through. And I don't see anything like that. I feel like more often than not, people create these platforms to take digs at the opposite sex, and it becomes really petty, and that's not what I'm here for. I feel like we're always told to just like let things go and keep it pushing, like that's the motto, keep it pushing, like no sweat off my back and blah blah blah. But what happens is that pain tends to manifest in other ways, and whether you want to admit it or not, it does. It comes out in other ways because you have not dealt with what's really going on. Whether it's a horrible relationship with your parents, or rape, or molestation, or whatever it can be, it's just not dealt with. And then people look to their partners or their friends or outside things to fill that void, fill that gap, and it can get really crazy really quickly. I've been down that road. And so I just wanted to create a platform to really talk about what I've gone through, and for you guys to comment anything that you want to talk about, or anything that you feel like I can shed some insight on, and a safe space to really like put my stuff out there. So, the way the way this is going to work for me right now is that I'm going to start off with a quote and then expand on that. So today is something I saw on my friend's Instagram, and she's super dope, and it just really resonated with me. It just really, it was like, you're telling my truth. So she posted something, and it goes like this. Heal your inner feminine by forgiving your mother for the time she let her own pain manifest into yours. And I thought, like, that was super profound. Like, that just, hand to heart, it took me there because I've been there. I've a little bit of history by myself. So I left home when I was 13, and I've been in foster care for all that time. Okay, all that time. Till I was 21. And even when I aged out at 21, so many things had happened, and we had never even really talked about our relationship at all. So it wasn't like I left foster care and then went back home to try to make things work, which excuse me, at one point I did, but it wasn't right away. And even then it was not the best. So I say that to say it took a while. It took a long time, actually, up until like maybe even a couple of years ago, that we actually sat down and really talked about it, really had a conversation about it. And there have been previous moments when we had tried to talk about it, but it got really, really crazy. Really, really crazy. And which just let us know that it just wasn't the right time. Things got completely out of hand. And I'm not ashamed of this. I felt like it was part of everything that needed to happen. but it just speaks to the amount of pain that was sitting on both sides. Because when I'm telling you it got volatile, it was like, and so we took some time apart, and people would tell me like, oh, you know what, just why don't you just forgive her, why don't you just sweep things under the rug? And I hate when people say that. It's one of the biggest things that I despise, because I feel like you're just telling someone that their truth is not valid, like their pain is not valid, like they're not supposed to feel any way about it because of who is on the other side. And I think that's superbly wrong. It's a grand injustice to all of us who have gone through any type of trauma. You just don't tell someone to get over it, and then that's supposed to be the end of it. You don't get over it. You get through it, but you don't get over it. And so it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. And I remember having a conversation with someone that I had dated previously, and the initial conversation, he was telling me about like the women that he comes across, and how they have so much trauma, and he just can't deal. And I was like, like, that's funny, because I'm just now realizing in this part of my life that I'm no longer dealing with my parents' trauma, and I'm getting through my own. And it was a like, wow, because we were just literally in conversation, and I feel like when the flow is good, that's when things manifest at a genuine level. Like, you get to really be who you are, and it allows things to just come out and just greatness to occur. So I was really proud of myself. But for real, it's been a lot of work, and I feel like you don't get to tell someone to just go get over it. Like, no one should tell you to get over it. But I do feel like take some time and really understand why you're going through what you're going through. And don't be embarrassed to make mistakes. Don't be embarrassed that you might be taking a false step, because any step is a step. And we have to celebrate our small victories and really, like, I got my crystals. So it's helping to keep me, like, grounded. So any step in the right direction to healing yourself is a step, and that should be celebrated. Like, don't discount it because someone is telling you that that's the wrong way. However you heal yourself, as long as the notion and the premise is to really, like, hand to heart heal yourself, then do what you gotta do. Whether if it's a yoga class, or if you chant in the middle of the park, or whatever it is, and more importantly, and I know this is like, get you some good friends. Get you some real friends that are really gonna be like, nah. Because your friends will call you on your crap. And I think it's really important to have that. You have to find people who are gonna be clear and concise about your bullshit. It's real. Because if not, those people that kiss your ass and try to just be there and whatever it is, placate you and coddle you, they're not really your friends. They're your enablers. They're lying to you. Find some core friends that are gonna call you on your shit. It needs to happen. And I find, like, as women are like, oh, I don't have lady friends, because the women that I've come in contact with, the women that I've been fortunate, and there's been some not so cool women that but I mean, if you go to a supermarket, you're gonna find some fruit that's bruised too. Like, it is what it is. But the women that I've come in contact with have literally, like, healed me, and it's been bittersweet. It's been a pleasure. It's been amazing. It's been crazy, but I wouldn't change them for the world. Like, women are natural nurturers, and I do I do feel like you give off the energy that you want to receive. So, everybody's not just crappy to you. Sometimes you're just being crappy and that's what you're getting back. But find a really good group and if you're a guy, find some good guys. Like, find some guys that you look up to. Find someone who you feel like not so much emulate, but you find some really great qualities that you admire, and talk to them. Pick their mouth. Like, everything's not gay. Like, have a conversation, because the person that you least expect to be the person that's really gonna like get you in line. And I think it's really important to do that. I think it's easier for women as a whole, but I think it's really something that's important for men to really find core groups of men who are doing solid things, and not just like I'm just gonna leave that there. So this is what my channel is about. I want to talk about the things that are going on. I want to talk about right now the Me Too movement is really big, and apparently it was started by some sister like a few years ago, and now with the whole Harvey Weinstein thing, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, and she's not getting her accolades. I don't remember her name, but the next time I come on, I will be letting you guys know, because I'm part of that Me Too sorority. Trauma comes in all flavors, but that doesn't define me. And that's another thing we have to be cognizant of. Like, your trauma doesn't define you. People who hurt you don't own you. You own you. And reclaim yourself, reclaim who you are. And it's so easy to fall into these horrible habits when things get crazy. And for me, this is a sincere platform. I'm not here to bullshit you or tell you something that I haven't really gone through, because I've dealt with those unhealthy habits. It will really it'll take you someplace. And the fact that I'm even here to tell my story, the fact that I'm even here to share this with you, I really didn't think I was gonna cry. I really, really, really didn't think I was gonna cry. But it's a part of it. It's a part of healing, and it's a part of being victorious in the things that we do. And I think it's a testament to the fact that I had to be here to share this with you. And I really hope that this resonates with you. I really hope that you find something in this that really sustains you, because that's what it's about. And so until next time.